After a long and arduous journey, we are now finally at the point where we can enter the buried relics. I had one run before this one, but I had to stop because of reasons where I still had to stop recording 2 minutes into it because yes, someone came in and quite annoying things. So now I hope that this doesn't happen again. And I just hope that we can play this game. If you saw the Yu-Gi-Oh video for the YouTube viewers, once you see this, if you see this, of course, if you saw the YouTube video, the last one that I had, I have a new microphone and I'm going to continue using it. However, I'm not going to use it on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, specifically because this is not a good game to be playing that, to be using that microphone. The reason being, this microphone is quite small and it's quite sensitive to outward noises, which means that if I slightly tap the microphone, or if I tap on the table, it is just standing there and it's quite sensitive to that, which means there will be a background, a recoil basically, a sound recoil, and I don't want that to happen, so that's why I'm going to try to be playing laptop games with the keyboard while being on the keyboard and using the laptop microphone that I have been using until now. I mean, I don't think that the laptop microphone was any bad or anything, so I am still completely fine with using it. It's just that this microphone was a present and I want to keep using it. The microphone, the new one. I mean, this one was technically also a present, but whatever. We're not going to get into that. Today we're going to try to beat the buried relics. Not quite today. I mean, I'm going to do that today, but today is a little relative for you, because this video is going to be split into probably 20-minute parts, maybe 15-minute parts. I'm going to try to split this into 3 parts, or this attempt into 3 parts. Of course, if I die earlier, I might just do another one where I didn't, split the video or anything like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We're going to play however we like it. That's always been my motto. When I think that something is alright, I'm going to keep doing that. If not, I don't care. Anyways, now that that's done, I have talked about that, I have talked about this. The Luminous Orb, that's a good one. I want to keep it in my pockets for now, until I have a reason to go for the Luminous Orb, because I think this gives me the location of the staircase, which is something quite important. In the later floors, I might really want to use that Luminous Orb, which is why I'm saving it for now. Flamethrower. And I still have a lot of problems with managing my my move points. I mean, I always have the option of bringing into this game a max elixir from outside the dungeon. That's an option I have. I can just put in 10 max elixirs into my bag and just take it with me, but I don't like that way of playing. This might also just be me being too lazy. I mean, that's definitely an option, but still, I don't do that normally. If things go way too bad, I might be doing that, or maybe I might just be doing that to show off how well you can do it if you just use items. Because there is a bag for a reason, and it's not just because you want to hog all the items in the dungeon. Also, my HP are slowly rising up because I'm always eating those citrus berries once I see them, and they permanently increase my HP by 2. I think there's a limit to it by 50 or something, I'm not sure. But I think there's a limit to it, and that's not a big problem. I think my HP are not a problem right now. It's just good to have more, because more is sometimes more, right? Some people say less is sometimes more, I'm saying more is sometimes more. Okay. Maybe I should be talking a little bit about Kyogre. First, because I mean, I've always been talking. I've been calling him a pushover. I have been not the best guy to that Pokemon in this game, so I might just be talking about what I think about it. A self-destruct trap, that's fine. I personally think that Kyogre, optically speaking, just from looking at his design, is a really cool Pokemon. Just look at it. It's a blue whale. It has red, I think, red patterns on his, what is it called? On his, I guess, it's not arms, it's flail, the things that fish have on their, instead of arms. I'm not sure what it's called. The things that they paddle with. Is it called a paddle? I'm not sure. Still, that thing, that the patterns that he has on his, let's call them wings for now, because that's the best thing I can associate with them with. Those wings, they have a pattern which I really like. It's, I can't really say that I know the image of Kyogre and Groudon off the top of my head, but I like the image of Kyogre a lot. Just because I like blue, I like a lot of its idea, I like the coloring. The color of the sea is nice, the theme is nice of being the legendary Pokemon of the sea, and its counterpart, Groudon, is also really nice, a really nice Pokemon. The reason why I'm always dismissive about it is because, for one, I have bad memories with dying in the flooded, in the, what is it called? In the stormy sea. I have been dying a lot in the stormy sea, because not because of a boss, but just because of the mobs over there. Which means I am really annoyed by the fact that the boss in the stormy sea is this weak. Kyogre isn't strong or anything. As long as you have a small amount of preparation, you can beat it without any kind of problems. Which is really annoying to me. Because if you are going to do a dungeon that hard, why are you giving me the boss who's that weak? You could have given me a small save point in between, and then make the boss a lot stronger. That would have been fine. At the very least, I wouldn't have been feeling so annoyed by the fact that the actual mobs in the dungeon are stronger than the boss. At least in my, from my opinion. In my opinion, some of the Pokemon over there have a way of killing me in one move. I mean, it's a little bit luck dependent, but still, it is killing me in one move. And that means it's quite annoying. Throw items, pierce other Pokemon walls and obstacles. Interesting, a pierce band. I'm going to put it onto myself. And we're going to get this Troll Herb. Yeah, we're going to go for the Troll Herb, taking it from Pushover. Let's equip this stick, 21. And we're going to go down. Yeah, also another thing is the fact that Pushover, I mean, I have some amount of experience with recruiting legendary Pokemon. I have done that a little bit, not quite as much as some people might have, but I have recruited Kyogre before. I think Groudon too. Groudon was a real eyesore. It was really annoying to get Groudon onto my team. I just fell into this pitfall trap. Whatever, I get one floor. I get to skip one floor. It's fine. Also, I'm going to change the layout of what I'm using right now. Okay. Yeah, I have been trying to hunt some legendaries before. But the problem with this war is the fact that Kyogre is so easy. On my first playthrough, I think too. I got it on my first try. That is how easy Kyogre feels. I mean, for a legendary, it feels like a pushover, which is really annoying me. I mean, I'm a little over-exaggerating a lot. Also because my mood isn't the best. But still, Kyogre, I still think that maybe its probabilities of being caught as a friend are way too high. I don't know. I just think it's too high. And most of the time, some people would not be saying that, because why would a probability that you want to happen be too high? But I think it just doesn't make sense for a probability that you want to happen, but also is special, like the catch or recruiting a legendary Pokemon, to just happen every time you go for it. I mean, some Pokemon you have to do a lot of time to kill a lot of times to get them. And that is a fair treatment, in my opinion. Because in the end, you still want to have them feel valuable. I mean, you could say this might be my way of thinking about short in economy that's simple, that's associatable with shortening the supply to create demand or creating artificial demand. I think that is what I'm saying somewhat. And yeah, I mean, still that's fine. I mean, it's mostly natural to think that a Pokemon which is a legendary should be hard to get. Or at the very least, they should have, even if they gave it a kind of situation where it was this easy to get. If they gave it a, let's say, 99% tame rate on each encounter, or each time the player beats this legendary Pokemon, then at the very least, they should give it a special animation or something. But it's completely it's the same animation as the other Pokemon. It's just, oh, that Pokemon wants to be your friend. Do you want to accept it? Yes. Do you want to give it a nickname? Yes. And that's it. I just think they are, I don't know. I mean, normally I don't have that problem, I think. I think that I had some problems with getting some legendaries. I think my problem is more so focused on Kyogre than every other legendary because of my experiences. Because it's too easy to get. Anyways. Yeah. What is my favorite legendary Pokemon? I should mention that I have not played Ruby and Sapphire in my childhood. I have not been playing that. I have been playing Crystal. That was my kind of thing. I mean, yeah. And I am going to probably play Ruby. I have been trying to play Ruby and Sapphire, but I always lost the interest in it at some point. So I've never completed it, and I think I was at this first or second gym badge. I think. I may have gotten farther, but I don't remember, to be honest. The thing is just, that's why I might just be a little, you know, a little biased against the Gen 3 Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, but that is actually not true. I think Rayquaza is the coolest legendary Pokemon of all of them. And Kyogre is really high up there. Groudon even isn't that bad. Groudon is a cool Pokemon. Mostly because it's a fire type, because of its typing, I don't really enjoy it as much as Kyogre, but still, all of them are really cool Pokemon. I would say, let me just talk about every legendary Pokemon that I remember, which is probably from the first 3 or 4 gens. Let's start off with Gen 1. There's the 3 legendary birds. I think Zapdos is my favorite one of them. I don't know. Is it my favorite one? Basically, I like them mostly on the same. They are mostly on the same level. They are fun Pokemon from the look of it. In the first gen, they had a lot of move problems. In my opinion, they didn't get the moves that I wanted them to get. Or they were too slow, too late game. They were not fun to play, which is why I never really played with them. But just from the design point of view, I really like them. I don't like their Gala forms, I think. Galarian forms. I don't like them at all, I think. I mean, Galarian Moltres is somewhat fine. We can say it's a little bit of a... you could say it's debatable whether or not it's alright, or if it's better than the previous one. Depends on your taste. I don't think so, but I get why people might think so. Articuno is just Batman. I heard that from some people that Articuno looked like Batman. I also didn't play the Gen 8 games, just so you know. I just saw them on pictures. But I can still rate them, I guess. Articuno it just looks really bad in my opinion. It looks just as if it had human accessories. Human as in a mask, as in looking really weird. That's what I want to say. And I don't like that. The fact that Zapdos became Roadrunner, I don't like that either. I think that's still okay. I really think it's worse than before, but it's still... Hey, if you told me there's a... there are 3 legendary birds, you wouldn't have had to associate them with... Wow, not bad. You wouldn't have had to associate them with the 3 legendary birds. And if you gave them 3 the... I mean, you could have associated them with them, but maybe they are similar but not the same, but still. You could have gave them some story about them being similar. Then the one that's currently Articuno would have been a flaming bird, maybe a phoenix Pokemon, or a dark phoenix Pokemon. Dark and phoenix. And you could have made a story about that. Then there's the Roadrunner Pokemon, which would have been the Articuno and the Zapdos, the Galarian Zapdos in that position. And you could have changed the entire Articuno Galarian Pokemon into, I don't know, a ghost ice type Pokemon. Maybe the purple hue in that Pokemon could have been kept. You would have been combining the purple hue with a little bit of blue, which is ice. I would have completely redesigned that, if we're talking about a dream Pokemon right now. I just don't like that they're associated with the 3 legendary Pokemon. And why they actually have Gala forms, that's also a big question. Why do legendary Pokemon, which are supposed to be legendary, and not there shouldn't be that many of them, why do they have another form? I would understand it if the Pokemon had moved from, where is it? From Johto, I think? No? From... I think Johto or something, from Johto, from Kanto, I think. From Kanto or Johto. From one of those two, if it had moved to that other place, but it didn't. But they didn't. I mean, as far as I know, there wasn't any story about that. Whatever. I have been talking about off topic. I like the basic legendary, 3 legendary birds. I guess because of the time. Oh, yeah, I have to find out which other Pokemon I like in the next episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Okay, that was a nice outro. So, have a nice day and goodbye.